we will not ending. We're not finished. We are going to stay here. We are going to live until everyone's willing to give themselves until the last vote. This is Hamas. It's become to a point we are Hamas willing to give our life for any price, because this is now an Islamic matter.
So recently, Conor McGregor shed some light on the closure of a Muslim mosque in Clonskeagh, Dublin. It's also been revealed that this mosque has direct ties to a terrorist organisation, which we're going to talk about in this video. So recently on Twitter, Conor shed light on this situation, and he went on to say, as president, I demand, uncover and reveal every detail about the Clonskeagh closure to the public, along with a full POA off of whatever strangeness is unearthed. So just to give some clarity, Conor is talking about a physical altercation that broke out inside of the mosque in Dublin. This was on April 19th, and the mosque was shut down after this altercation took place. We'll take a look at the footage in a second, but I just want to show you this statement that was released by the mosque, and it goes on to say, we regret to inform you that following the deeply troubling incident that took place on April 19, 2025, an unprecedented and distressing attack on our mosque centre and members of the board, we have no choice but to temporarily close the mosque and centre to the public. The Muslim Council went on to say, for too long the ICCI has been controlled by individuals who prioritise power over service, division over unity, and stagnation over progress, including elements with ties to the Muslim Brotherhood, an organisation banned in multiple Arab states for its exploitation of religion for political ends. This is the video of the physical altercation that broke out. First we'll take a look at this footage, and then we're going to look at some crazy details about how this mosque is being linked to a terrorist organisation.
Remove them!
So yeah, there's a few sort of fights and scuffles in this video, but it's the underlying issue which has been brought to people's attention. And the reason that these people are arguing, they're all part of the same mosque, but some of these members are not happy with the way the mosque is being run, and they are not happy with the fact that the leader of this mosque has direct ties to the terrorist organisation. Recently, a short documentary was released exposing the imam and his son. Now, some crazy details are revealed in this documentary. It goes on to say that since 2006, it has been known by the US Embassy that extremists have been in attendance at this mosque. It's also been revealed the leader of this mosque, Imam Sheikh Halawa, and his son Ibrahim Halawa have also direct ties to a terrorist organisation.
The Clonskeagh Mosque has often been spoken of as the Akani Mosque, the informal name for the Muslim Brotherhood. But what's the evidence for that? The US Embassy here is one source. Diplomatic cables sent to Washington 10 years ago and revealed on the WikiLeaks website raised questions.
There are known extremists that frequent ICCI.
So since 2006, the US Embassy has known that there are known extremists that frequent ICCI, which is this Muslim mosque in Dublin.
The official cable makes it clear that they believe Sheikh Halawa, the Clonskeagh imam, is connected to the Muslim Brotherhood. So the charge is a serious one.
Are you a member or supporter of the Muslim Brotherhood?
But by all means I make it clear that I do not belong to any group.
The allegation that Sheikh Halawa is connected to the Brotherhood may not only have ramifications for him.
Back in Ireland, a dog has more freedom than we have here.
This is Sheikh Halawa's son, Ibrahim, in Egypt during the overthrow of the elected Muslim Brotherhood president.
Because Ramadan is ended. But we're not ending. We're not finished. We are going to stay here. We are going to live until everyone's willing to give themselves until the last vote. This is Hamas. It's become to a point we are Hamas willing to give our life for any price, because this is now an Islamic matter.
The current Egyptian government is the sworn enemy of the Brotherhood. Ibrahim is an Irish-born citizen, and he's been held for more than 3 years in jail in Cairo. His case has been adopted by Amnesty International,
Today's the day that we've dreamt of for the past 4 years. Finally, Ibrahim Halawa's ordeal is over. He's home.
Well, first of all, really delighted to hear that Ibrahim Halawa has been released from prison. He's receiving full consular assistance at the moment.
And I think every one of us that worked on the campaign never thought we'd see the day where Ibrahim was actually going to come home to Dublin. So it's a fantastic day.
You ended up on your holiday going to taking part in the protest. Is that what happened, essentially?
And I was there for my holidays and I met some friends. And I was there, like where Rabat Square is, there's a cinema in the mall, and I was there chilling, you know, at the night there. There was nothing, I didn't know there was a political game going on in Egypt. I didn't know anything about that, and that's how you, okay, but but you eventually ended up at protests and getting involved in some ways. Let's take a clip of you at the protest, because you were fairly front and centre in this clip, and you might explain how you went from chilling in the cinema to with a microphone up talking to a big crowd. Yeah, because I'm a bit unclear about that. Let's have a look at this.
أنا جاي كنت لسه نازل من شهر بقالي من أول ما بدأت المظاهرة اليوم اللي قبليه أنا كنت جاي.
Not only was he speaking at the protest of a classified terrorist organization, his father is the imam, the leader of the biggest mosque in Ireland, which is an extremely bad look. If your father is the leader of the biggest mosque in Ireland and you are speaking at a terrorist protest, in December 2013, Egypt's interim government declared the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization. The reasoning and context include alleged involvement in violence, political threat, alleged ties to militant groups including Hamas, Al-Qaeda and ISIS. So this is the reason that he was actually arrested. The main reason this is a bad look because his father is the leader of the biggest mosque in Ireland, but here is his son front and center speaking on camera as a member of a designated terrorist organization, and that's why it's such a bad look, and this is why he was put on death row by the Egyptian government. And it's pretty crazy that he was released. I'm not sure how he got away with it. He was on camera speaking for the Muslim Brotherhood. He was on stage speaking to thousands of people at a Muslim Brotherhood protest, so it's pretty crazy that I got away with this situation, and this man is lucky to be alive. Now, the crazy part about this story is despite him having direct ties to a terrorist organization, he was brought back to Ireland by the Irish government. They basically did everything they possibly could in their power. He was in prison for 3 years in Egypt. He was on death row, about to be executed for his direct ties to a terrorist organization. There was no way he could get around it. He was literally on stage, on camera, speaking to thousands of people at a protest with a organization that has been designated as a terrorist organization. But for some reason, the Irish government got him off and they shipped him back to Ireland. And his dad was still the leader of the ICC for many years. This story is dodgy as hell, and this is why Conor McGregor has shed light on it, because it is a dodgy situation. Now, just to end on this note, I want to make my point clear that there are thousands of Muslims that are completely innocent in this situation. This is the biggest mosque in Ireland. Thousands of Irish Muslims attend this mosque for educational purposes, for religious purposes, for prayer. It also has a school inside of this mosque and a children's nursery as well. So there were thousands of people that are completely innocent in this situation. The imam and his son and whoever they're associated with, they are the reason why the mosque was shut down. Poor leadership, corruption, etc. And this is the reason why the mosque was shut down. But yeah, it's kind of a dodgy situation, and this is exactly why Conor McGregor has shed light on it. And you know, this man here was the leader of the biggest mosque in Ireland for many years, and his son was also a part of that, despite having direct ties to a terrorist organization. And it makes me think, you know, the Irish government knew since 2006 that they were running this mosque, but they didn't do anything about it, which begs the question, what is going on behind the scenes with the Irish government, and why did they not stop this sooner? And for 19 years, they allowed the biggest mosque in Ireland to be run by a leader who has direct ties to a terrorist organization. This is a crazy story, and that's exactly why Conor McGregor has shed light on it. But give me your thoughts on the situation, guys, and let me know what you think about this story.